It's undeniable that we have a lot in common with great apes. There were two splits between human and chimp lineages. X chromosomes of humans and chimps diverged 1.2 million years more recently than other chromosomes, suggesting interbreeding of our early ancestors with chimps. Humans have average genetic mutation rates of 36 mutations per generation. When comparing human and chimp DNA, the number of different mutations puts our common ancestor at about 7 to 13 million years ago. So before fossils were even found, we've proven that humans evolved from a common ancestor with chimps. In this video, I'll examine both the direct lineage and the branches that don't lead anywhere but still show evolution was happening. Ardipithecus ramidus lived about 4.5 million years ago. It had teeth similar to those of chimps. However, its hip and foot structure were intermediate between chimps and later Australopithecines. It had a robust fibularis longus muscle for walking, though it likely wasn't capable of long-term bipedal walking. Australopithecus anamensis lived 4.2 million years ago. It may or may not have been in our direct lineage, however it was bipedal and still shared many traits with chimps. It is known from 20 individual partial skeletons. Australopithecus afarensis lived 3.9 million years ago. It is most famous from the Lucy skeleton, though several specimens have been found. Based on hip, femur, and foot structure, it was definitely bipedal. Homo habilis and H. rudolfensis may be the same species, so I didn't include rudolfensis. It lived 2.3 million years ago. It's known from skulls and fragment skeletons. It's possibly the ancestor of Homo erectus. Homo erectus lived starting at 2 million years ago. It is known from so many specimens that several subspecies are described. It is definitely our ancestor and possibly gave rise to Homo heidelbergensis and Homo antecessor. It was distributed from Africa and to Asia. Homo heidelbergensis lived from 700 to 200,000 years ago in Europe. It's unclear if we share a common ancestor with it, or if with Homo erectus, or if it is our ancestor. Not on the human lineage is Australopithecus sediba. It's a branch of the human lineage that lived 1.9 million years ago, and it is unclear how it relates to the others. It was capable of walking upright based on its hip structure, but its foot had an unusual structure and would have produced a strange gait. Australopithecus garii lived 2.5 million years ago. It is likely an offshoot of the human evolutionary line. Australopithecus africanus lived 3.6 million years ago. It may be the ancestor to Homo or the Paranthropus group. Paranthropus boisei lived 2.3 million years ago. Skeletal structure shows that it could be a biped or walk on all fours. Paranthropus robustus lived 2 million years ago. Its hip structure indicates it was bipedal. Neanderthals are known from hundreds of specimens and lived alongside us. DNA evidence shows we share a common ancestor 500 to 700,000 years ago. We differ from them genetically by 200 base pairs, while human races differ from each other by 0 base pairs. Denisovans lived alongside us as well. We only know about them from DNA and from a few jaw fragments and teeth. We share a common ancestor with them at the same time from Neanderthals based on DNA evidence. That's just a brief overview on human evolution. We know a lot more from genetics without even needing the fossils, but anytime anyone says we don't have any fossils, just name all those.